Hi, this is Debbie from Debbie's Crafty Hands again. Today we're going to be using up some of the book page. I mean, there was quite a ton of book page to use, so we'll work through it slowly, but I've got a couple of ideas for today. First one is I literally glued 2 sheets of book page together and made my little flower petals to make the flowers up to go in my shop. So I got probably about 15 petals, different sizes, from one bit of paper. So that's really helpful for me to do that. And I can also colour them in and do the same, so I have book page showing through the various colours. I quite often like to do that with a bit of crayon, and that gives a nice texture. So that's one idea. I prepared a couple of things in advance, and I will say just now, you can probably hear it in my throat, I have a little bit of a cold at the moment, so apologies if I have a bit of a coughing fit or sneeze. Be pre-warned on that. So the other little while back now, we did some painty papers, and I've decided to use some of this. Now my objective today is to make up a few cards to take to our coffee mornings we run for the local hospice, or we help run, I should say, don't do it on our own, because they have lots of people with birthdays, and I like to donate a few cards every so often to help them out. So I want to make a couple of boys' cards, or men's male cards, and a couple of ladies' cards, and I'm going to be working in the book page within them. So hopefully you can see here that I've set out a little layout. So what I've done, let's explain how I've done it. I've got my card base, and I've got to have it landscape, not portrait this time, and I cut out from original piece of A4 card a matting layer, and is approximately 1/8 to 2/8 of an inch space round, just to give us a nice frame. But before I glue it on, what I'm going to do is going to frame out the matting with what colour is this? I think it's called chocolate. Oh no, cocoa. That's if I can get into the packet, into the container. They defy me, they do. Right, okay, so I've got my little finger dobber. Dab it on the ink, and I'm just going to go around the edges. To darken that up, frame it out if you will. And I'm also going to do a few sort of dobbies, if you like, in the where it's a little bit pale, just to fill in some of the blanker spaces and tie in the brown with the rest of it, make it a bit more grungy, because this one's going to be quite a grungy card. Now I have a die cut of a motorcycle, so I'm going to use that, and my theory was they're going cross-country biking. I've torn out a bit of book page to fit, so it looks like a bit of a mountain coming down. artistic license, let's just say. I'm going to again ink the edges of this to give it a bit of highlight the edges. A little bit at the bottom. Doesn't need a huge amount. And lastly, I'm just going to do round the front edge of the card, just to tie in. Right, so put that out the way so I don't put my fingers in it. So what we need to do now is get a scrappy to glue on. Now, excuse me, I'm going to use my trusty little Pritt stick. Now this is card, so it's quite substantial, so it needs quite a bit of glue, and I want to make sure I get right into the edges. Plenty on. Now the tricky bit is getting it all lined up. What that bit of white is. You poke it all and evict that piece. I don't want you. No, you're not. You're not invited to the party. Come off. Oh, it's just a little bit of fluff where it's been cut and frayed a little bit on the cutting. And a little bit along here. Get this bit off. Come on, you're making the place look untidy. Yeah. That's it. And there we go. And somewhere in my bits and bobs, oh, there we go, I have a old gift card, which is really handy for smoothing things down, making sure you've got contact all over your card. So that's that bit. Now, do the same with the book page, making sure we haven't got a sticky area to put it on, because we don't want the book page ripping. So that's a nice cleaner, not so sticky area. That bit. And I'm going to bring the book page out ever so slightly from the edge, so we've got like a layered effect at the bottom and at the side. That on. There we go. Yeah, liking that. Oh, we have a mad cat in the wings, beware. Hopefully he won't come over. You stay there, Kissy, good boy. So we want to line up where we want our writing. And I think I'm going to put the bike down first, because and the text on the book page is going sideways, but that doesn't matter, it just gives it a bit of gives the page a bit of visual texture. So our bike is going to come downhill a little bit, so it looks like it's coming off the mountain. Doesn't have a rider, but again, artistic license. So for this one, I want to use my Collall glue, because it's more fine tip, and I need to obviously to do the wheels and stuff, which are quite delicate. So let's clean the nozzle of that. That's a bit gunky. then we'll work our way around. It's a bit fiddly, but I think it'll be worth it. And I'm sure our people will appreciate it. Sorry, I'm a bit quiet there, I'm concentrating. Trying to put a dot in the various places to make sure that it all holds down. But if it does come up, we can always stick a little bit of glue on afterwards to make sure it doesn't peel up. I'm getting better at finishing my sentences. Okay, thank you, little. You do like to do your little walk-on session, don't you? So, I think she's missing her mum. It's my sister's cat that we're looking after while she's visiting her daughter. Right, so that's gonna go there, and we're facing down. And this is where it's handy to have the card, so you don't get your fingers all sticky icky. That was supposed to be punched out or not? Oh no, I don't think it is. I think it's just the... On some of the die cuts you get a punched out piece and then a piece that's marked, but it doesn't go right through the paper, so it gives detail but doesn't actually cut through. Alright, so I think that's down nice. Fantastic. And then we've got our best wishes. These are all bits and pieces I've had a bit of sort out in the craft room, and these bits and pieces are things that I've found that need not necessarily using up, but well, I suppose yes, they do need using up. They're not urgently need using up, but I thought I might as well make use of them while I've got them to hand, and then it saved me trying to find somewhere to put them. I've got quite a big blob on there, so I'm going to try and use the nozzle to smooth it around. So I'm doing the wishes now. Okay. Might need more tweezers for this. These lovely tweezers are reversible tweezers, so you squeeze it to open them, and then when you let go, it holds it for you and you don't have to put pressure on them. It's good for fingers that are a bit, well, not so nimble, shall we say. Right, so that's the best there. Bring it up against the letters on the page. Right, let go of it. You squeeze to let go. And my glue's just fallen on the floor. I'll retrieve that in a second. Where are you? Apparently there's a couple of glues on the floor. Hiding between my water bottle and my paper cutter. Right, okay. Clean that nozzle off and find my pin. Which oh, there it is. Oh my goodness. I'm getting myself in a pickle. Right, so that's... Oh no, we've still got the best... Got the best to put on yet. The best is yet to come. Oh dear. They get worse as I go along, believe me. Groan. Okay. Stick my needle in there, or my pin in there before it... so I'll pick it up with my tweezers. Oh, quite get hold of it. To line the T up with the beginning of the W. And I want to let go before it rips. And then put the card over and push down. That will stop it puckering up as you're rubbing it. Okay. There's a bit of excess glue gone over the top there, but that's fine. It will dry clear, so. Right, so card number 1. I'm quite pleased with that. And I will just put best wishes or happy birthday in stamp in the centre. If we get time, we'll do that. Otherwise, we'll just see it on the thumbnail. Right, card number 2. Sort of planned, but not as detailed as the last one. As we get further on, I got less and less planning done, so we'll see it as it is. So, my pussycats, I wanted black and white cats, so I've got a white piece of paper, which I'm going to glue the cats to, fussy cut round them, and then put them on an orange background. That's as far as I've got. We'll work with it. Okay, so first of all, I need to glue them onto the white background. Okay, and turn it over. Stick it down. Oh, that looks like there's a piece that needs to pop out. Let me put my pin in my needle before I lose the pin. And I've lost, oh, there it is. I'm going to have to get a brighter colour on my pin, I think, because white on a whiteboard is not necessarily a good thing. Right, I think these might pop out this bit. Yeah, that pops out. Good. Oh. Edge come. Yeah, that's a pop out as well. Okay. No, you're supposed to pop out. Come on. Fiddle faddles, come on. Out you come. Thank you. Right. Evicted those 2 bits that shouldn't be there. Now I'm going to do my trick on pressing down on the card. Gift card, that is. Give that a couple of seconds to dry. While we're letting it dry, I want to do pink noses. So I've got my acrylic pens here. Scrap paper, I've got scrap paper here, right? So prime this pen. In order to prime it, you just dab it. And I just want to do some little pink noses. Lovely. Yeah. So I think that'll be dry enough. It's a little bit coming up here, so let's pop that in there. Warm that up. Right, I need my fine detail scissors for that. My little birdie scissors. First off, I'll roughly cut it. I mean, you can kiss cut it and just have it with a sort of like a halo of white around it, but I want to go as close to the outline as I can. And kiss cutting is just basically following the outline but having a little bit of border around it. Right, so that's the big scissors, and then we'll come on with the little scissors. And because I've got a bit of paper there, I can almost lean my scissors up against the paper to give me where to cut. And I'm going to go cutting straight across, and I'll come back and do the little intricate bits in the middle in a minute. So cut off pieces, that is scrap anyway, so it doesn't matter how many pieces you need to cut off to get your accurate cutting. So just cut in from where you feel comfortable. Nearly there. There we go. It's a bit fiddly. I'm going against the grain. I'm going the wrong way round, so I can't see the edge very well. So, and I come back this way from underneath. Yes, I'll take as close as we can. Okay. So let's go round, and then we'll come back the other way. That's better. Yeah. Okay, so that's the bottom and almost the sides done. So we're getting there. Right, with the whiskers, I'm just going to cut in alongside. Cut in alongside. Pull a bit out. And cut in alongside that bit. And that bit. So, what bit hasn't come out yet? That bit hasn't come out yet. Oh, it has. No, it hasn't. Thought it'd come out, but it's not. It's still in there. Come on. Gotcha. Those tweezers I got on Temu, they were very useful. I'm just seeing if there's any extra wide bits that I can just trim. Yeah, happy with that. Let's get rid of all the bits of paper. Looks like my mat needs a good old clean. Probably all the glue from the book work. Right, so that's that. Now I've got a dauber for my black, and a bit later I'm going to do a label on the side of each dauber giving the colours that it is, because you can't always tell the black from the brown and the red from the pink or whatever. So just a bit of black, my dauber on. I've got to be careful not to go over the white bits on the feet. Or where it's supposed to be white, shall I say. I need a bit more ink on that. Come on. Oh, that's better. Getting into the edges is a bit tricky. Okay. Beautiful. Beautiful little kittens with their little pink noses. Now then, we're going to put them on an orange card. Now this card is folded well, and it's level at this end and it's level at the bottom, but there's a ever so slight overlap on this edge here. So I'm going to get my trimmer And I'm going to just straighten that edge up. Otherwise it won't stand very well. And once again, this one's going to be landscape rather than portrait. Better. In. Covered in bits of paper here. Okay, so we have our base. We have our kittens. Now the kittens need somewhere to sit. So I've got another bit of paper here, which, a book page I should say, which just grounds the kittens on the background. Got somewhere to sit, and we've got a happy birthday here. Now I'm going to move them along a little bit. I fit the birthday on? That's the question. Just get them positioned right. Okay. Yes, I can put the happy birthday here. But I need to fussy cut round the happy birthday. And this is what I was saying earlier about kiss cutting. I'm going to cut round it, but not into all the sections. I'm just going to cut the shape of it as opposed to the actual in and out the lettering as such. So around over there, almost like bubble writing, I suppose. You come up, and you curve round, go back in, and then back round. So you follow the lettering, but you don't sort of actually. And this is taken off an old card. I quite often recycle my cards. And I often donated cards from friends and family that know I do crafting, so it gives me a good variety. Right, so that's round like that. I want to come in here just a tad more. Edge. Excuse me. Right, so that's birthday done. I always find it better to lay everything out before you glue anything, just to make sure it fits. Now I could do the birthday at a nice jaunty angle, that might be quite fun. Yeah, do that at a nice jaunty angle. So I'm going to do the happy now. The H curls round nicely, so we'll go round and round and round. Moving the paper as we go. I'm not going to go right into the little bit here. I'm just going to come across, but try and give it this sort of curviness. Most bits can go in this scrap bin. Now, that needs a little bit more there. I'm going to come up here a little bit. Just a tiny bit. And up here. And just round it off until it's aesthetically pleasing to the eye. It's a big word for it. No, I think this is going to be airing on Wednesday, so it's a big word for a Wednesday, isn't it? Right, so we have our kittens, we have our book page, we have our happy birthday. Now, I'd like a contrasting colour around the outside of that. What have we got? Green, that's a bit sagey. It needs to be a brighter colour, I think. Orange will clash. I'm just rescuing a craft lunch there. Everything piled on top of each other, I think. The yellow won't show up. I think I'm going to go for the black. Having put it away. Put it back up again. I'm getting more used to these containers. That's it. They're not defying me quite so much this time. So, again, we want to just brush around the edges. Just to give it a little bit of border, really, I suppose. Not so bad. Oh, I had a bit too much border, but that's fine. That's the birthday. It's a bit grungy, that birthday. Okay. Have a grungy birthday. Some of these little edges are quite difficult to get to. So okay, got our happy birthday, all nice and grungy. We've done round our cats, just do round our book page. I'm doing all the way around. I know the cats are sitting on some of it, but not really knowing what will show and what won't. It's probably just as quick just to do all the way around, and then it doesn't matter then because you won't have missed anything. Right, and I'll go around the card again. You don't have to do all this inking, but I think it just highlights it quite nicely. Frames it out. Almost a smoky look around the outside here. Going it a little bit heavier on the corners. I'm not redobbing, I'm just using what's on the dobber. Ah, Jabbly. Pop you down there. Close you up. We're in business. Right then, we can get to gluing now. So we're bringing this right up to the edge, but I'm going to leave a little bit of a border again like I did before. Now this should be dry by now. And make sure I glue the right side, that always helps. And just run the glue stick over the back. And there we go. My fingers need a bit of a wash. Smooth it out. Smooth it out. Lovely. Now then, pussycats. Looks like you're sitting on a rug or something, doesn't it? It's quite fun. Now, I'm going to stick them down and then we'll sort some eyes out for them. I think they need some eyes. because they're slightly heavier now, they've got the paper and the double layer. I'm going to use my Kalau. I go all the way around the outside and then scribble in the middle. Yeah, it's good fun playing with die cuts. I haven't played with them for a little while. I cut loads out. I have a session every so often and go a bit balmy and practice. Not practice. Cut out quite a lot of different die cuts in different papers and that, and then I store them, and then I can use them when I need them for cards and stuff. Okay, little pussycats. Anyone can think of any little names for these cats? That'd be fun. So number 1, number 2, and number 3. The little names. Eeny, meeny, miny. Right, so we got a. Oh, put my on. Oh, I'm on my pin. Sitting on my pin. Ooh, sounds painful. Okay. Right. So that again, because it's slightly heavier card, I'm going to be using my Kalau glue. Okay. Showing at the edges. Where are your tweezers when I need you? No, don't jump off the table, I need you. Okay. Nice jaunty angle. Oh, it's supposed to slide. A bit higher up. No, you're supposed to be gluing down, not sticking to my finger. There we go. Now we need some eyes. So I picked out some different colour gems and I thought we'll have a little play at giving them some sparkly eyes. And we need the Kalau back. So the little one in the middle, number 2, and give him orange eyes, or golden eyes I should say. We'll have golden eyes, little one. And the gem's upside down, that doesn't help. Yeah. Get them in the right place, or we'll be cross-eyed cat, don't we? Oh yeah, very cute. And the other 2, I've got like a turquoisey green and a bright green. Just flip my pin at myself. Very sticky fingers, that's the trouble. This one's gonna have this colour. This is the turquoisey one. Pin back, Deborah. And over. That's that. When you want it to stick, it doesn't, and when you don't want it to stick, it will. That's the way. Oh, sweetie, your eyes are beautiful. This one seems to be the wrong way around. Let's try that again. The colour's on the wrong side of that one. I've got no second. Use that for something else. Yeah. I'm just using the blunt end of my pokey tool just to get them in place. I want that there. So. And the last little pussy cat is going to have nice bright green eyes. And I'm just sticking them in with the Kalao glue. That's what I use when I do my and I use these gems for my flowers a lot. Again, they're either Amazon, Wish or online. Occasionally I find a packet in the charity shop. But you usually get them by the thousand, so they last forever. So, down my fingers. Last pussy cat's eyes. And last pussy cat's eyes. Yeah. Beautiful. So we've got number 1 card, number 2 card. We need names for the little pussy cats. Number 1, number 2, and number 3. And I'll be back in a minute with the next card. Right, card number 3. Now, I picked this lovely little doggy. It's a card which I've taken off the back of the actual writing, you know, sort of sentiment bit. And I'm going to show you how you can alter the card. So first off, I want to fussy cut this little man out. But because I don't want to waste all the paper, because it's nice paper behind, make use of that. I'm going to trim him round as far as I can, so that we're not losing a lot of that background paper. Up to the little pom-pom. Okay. Actually went through the pom-pom, but that doesn't matter because I've got something else going on for that. Just tidy that little fluffy bit up, like so. So that can be used, well, this is going to be used, the happy birthday is going to be used in a minute as well. So, and then we can want to chop his feet off. There we go, so that can be used elsewhere, so that can go back into the use it bit. Now I can cut round him, not have to worry about what's left. And we're there. Just this little bit under his back leg. Now we have our cutout. Where did we spot? Oh, right here. Now, I want to do a bit of colouring just to brighten it up a bit. So I've got some pens here. So I think I want his hat blue and what's this, sort of a pinky purple colour. So I'm going to colour the dots in. it nice and festive for him. There we go. Now the plate needs a colour, and the bottom of the cake. I don't know. The candle needs stripes, I think. So I'm gonna go blue. And then colours that colour. Light purple, that'll do. Blue and purple candle. And a lilac. If you put it on a white background card, you're not going to see the edging so much. So that's another trick. Now just see a little bit of white along here that I've missed. Now for his hat, his bobble, what I want to do is, I've got a bit of orange felt here. So I thought if I cut a little circle of felt, it's going to look a bit more 3D. And then I can stick it on and then trim the edges. So, yeah. So I'll glue that on and then I can trim the edges. So I'm going to glue it on the bobble because the bobble is, and I'm going to use my Collall glue. The bobble is the item and the shape we want. And then let that dry a little bit. Now I'm still just deciding whether I want the cake a colour as well, because I just love colour. So what I'm going to do, the candle's turquoise, let's do that edge a bit more. It's bled up into the white now, so let's snip that. Don't want my flame to fall off. I could do that with a craft knife. I could probably do it with a craft knife. It's a little looky. Yes. It's better. Now we've got on the back side of it, you can see where the bobble was, so we can just trim around that now. Okay. And then he's got a furry pom-pom. Now I could actually glue on the flame, but I don't know if that's going to be... Yeah, why not? Give it a try. Sort of flamey shape. Give the card a bit of texture. All about texture today, I think. You need a bit of a on that side and a point at the top, haven't we? trying not to get my hands in the way. Yeah, it's as close as I'm going to get, I think. So let's pop that on. Tweezers, where are you? No. And my tweezers are a bit sticky, so let's give them a quick. That's better. Lay that on. Yes, you've got to let go first, though. There. Right. Now we were trying to decide before I went on the orange felt whether we needed to do some stripes on the cake or not. So I'm going to just do stripy lines going down. And then crisscrossing the other way. It's better, a bit more colourful. Now then, what we're going to sit you on, little Rufus? We're going to sit you on a pink. We're working on book pages, so we need to incorporate a little bit of book page somewhere. So I think we'll do you similar to the Pussycats and give you a little bit of book page to lay on. And you can bring your book page any shape you want. So that, yeah, I think that'll be plenty long enough. Sit on the book page, bring it up a little bit. Yeah. Not sure I like the white background though. I think we need a bit of a brown background. Let's try on this. Which way do we have that? That way, because I like the more denser writing. So if I've got this has got gaps here, so and this doesn't have the gaps, so I prefer the denser writing. That's why I was double checking. Right, so that goes on there nicely. And then we've got this happy birthday. Now I'm just going to cut that out in like a block and pop it on the side there, and then we'll probably edge it. So let's have a look at that. Yay. There we go, so we've got our little happy birthday square. Now, and him on there, and a happy birthday up there. Now the happy birthday needs brightening up, so you can ink around the edges like I have been, but you can also just colour in the background. So I'm going to colour this in purple. Doesn't have to stay white. Now, because it's the silver here, once we've coloured it in, I can just rub it over with a bit of tissue and take the ink off the emboss silver, and it'll brighten the silver back up again. It means you can... I couldn't colour over something that had been printed rather than embossed, because that wouldn't necessarily work. But I can colour this because it's been embossed. Let's have a bit of tissue. Just brighten up that. And you see the colours come off of onto the tissue, which means it's come off the emboss. So let's do our layout. Now I think I want to round corners here, so I'm going to go in on the 7mm because there's only small little corners. Just clip the edges. You have to make sure it's in the corner rounder properly, right into the edgings. That's why I turned it upside down. Why you're not coming out. Okay. Try that one again. No, it's not working, so I'll just round it myself. It's too narrow for it, so I'm just going to do my own thing. It's round and to there, and that looks even enough. Lovely, so that blends in now with the plate. Right, let's put you together. So I'm going to edge the book page, but not with ink this time. I'm just going to use the edge of the pen and go around the outside of it. Very sketchy. Hopefully you've enjoyed this type of video. It's not necessarily instructional, but more of a come along with me for the ride. That's, I don't want your hat coming off the edge. And then we'll again go around the card with the purple. That's good. Now we'll glue them all together. Then we'll have our 3 cards. You're going to come along this way a little bit more, I think. No, you were centred, aren't you? You were centred, you were on here, like so. And you were on there. So I'm going to use my Collall glue. I might use glue stick for the book page, but the rest of it is Collall because it's a heavier card. As I say, these are going to go to the Coffee Morning Hub we help run, and there'll be birthday cards for the people that attend the hub. Well, I suppose they're mixed media cards in a way, because we use all different techniques. Gems and belts, die cuts, repurpose some things, cards and the book page. Now I've glued that before I glued this, so let's stick that over there. Give this a quick glue down, otherwise that edge before it dries too much. That's because I was too busy rabbiting rather than concentrating. It's quite fun bringing all these different elements together and just sort of making it up on the fly, if you like, using what you got. Right, you was over there a bit more, wasn't you? Oh, up you go. That's it. There you go, Rufus. Stick you down. Well, I'm not sure that happy birthday is very straight, but it's too late now, it's glued on. So, that's card number 3 done. So we've got number 1, motorbike, number 3, the pussycats, number 2, the dog. And a very messy desk. But it's time for me to say tatty bye now. So, much love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye now.